Hey, welcome to the channel where we talk about only good comics. I'm Brant, and this is Friday First. This is the series where I talk about upcoming #1 issues, character debuts, new story arcs, and the like that are coming out the following week. So this is for books that are coming out on December 13th, I believe, 12th and 13th. So this is actually a smaller week this week. Not that many books to talk about. A lot of books are coming out, but not a whole lot of new #1 issues, new character debuts, or new story arcs. So don't have as many books to talk about this week, but I've still got a few. So let's get right into it. The first book I'm going to talk about is The Bloody Dozen, A Tale of the Shrouded College #1. This is by Charles Soule. It's published by Image, and it it's vampires in space, and that seems to be a trend that is picking up lately. This is like the third or fourth book in recent months that I've seen come across about vampires in space. But this is interesting because, well, for one, it compares it to Apollo 13 meets Blade, which sounds like a pretty cool movie to me. But this team of adventurers have to go into space to retrieve these vampires that are kind of being held captive. It's a heist movie in space with the supernatural threat. So that sounded pretty interesting to me. The art looks solid on the cover there. I did look at a preview. It looks pretty decent to me as well. So I'm curious about this one. I'm gonna check this one out. It's one of the few new #1 issues that are coming out this week. And I like Charles Soule's writing more often than not. So I'm going to check this one out, and I hope you do, because I think this has potential. So it's getting potentially good. Next up, we have Titans Beast World Gotham #1. This is the latest tie-in for the Titans Beast World event, and this one is taking place in Gotham. We saw Metropolis last week, which was okay. These are anthology stories, so or at least Metropolis was. So I haven't read the Waller one yet, but if this is the same, then you're going to get multiple stories from multiple points of view, different characters. I think overall it's decent. You don't need to read these, to be honest. But if you are like a Metropolis fan, you're a fan of the Superman family, you're going to want to check those out. If you're a fan, specific characters, let me say, and it's probably going to be the same thing with the Gotham one. But you're talking about creatures or people being turned into creatures and stuff, and Gotham has had its fair share of that. Killer Croc and Man Bat and the like. So seeing some of these other characters turn into that, and the Bat family dealing with it, sounds fun to me. Chip Zdarsky, who's writing Batman right now, if you are enjoying his run, you will probably want to check this out. And either way, if you're a Bat family fan, you're going to want to check this one out. So even though I'm hesitant, I'm actually going to give this one a promisingly good, because it's Batman, it's Chip Zdarsky, and I'm enjoying this event overall. So I think this one has promise. So that's what I'm giving Titans Beast World Gotham. Sorry, Titans Beast World Tour Gotham #1. Man, that's a mouthful. Speaking of events, we have Daredevil Gang War issue #1. These one shots, or I don't even know if they're one shots. It might be a little mini series. I don't remember. Anyway, this is tying into the Gang War event that's happening in Amazing Spider-Man. We saw Elektra team up with Spider-Man in Amazing Spider-Man #39 that came out this week, and then she ran off and said, "Hell's Kitchen is mine. I'll deal with the problem there by myself." And I'm assuming that's where this one picks up, as she gets into there and deals with the fallout of the gang war. Now, Daredevil is a perfect character to be thrown into this whole gang war situation. Long history with the gangs of New York, especially like Kingpin's regime and so forth. So it makes perfect sense to include that character. You have Erica Schultz writing this, so that's another plus in the column. So I'm hoping this one will be really good, and I'm actually going to give this one a potential, just because I haven't been blown away so far. Like the Luke Cage one was okay to me, but it wasn't like, oh my God, everybody's got to read this. So I'm hoping for more out of this one. I really liked First Strike. Amazing Spider-Man was just okay. Luke Cage was just okay. So we'll see. We'll see how this one shapes up. But I do think it has potential. And believe it or not, this is the last rated book that I have for this week. And then I have some honorable mentions. But this is Spider-Gwen Smash, issue number 1. And this is written by Melissa Flores, who is currently writing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. She's writing Deadlucky in the Massiverse. I'm a fan of her writing, and I'm a fan of Spider-Gwen. So this one focuses on the Mary Janes, the band that Gwen is a member of, doing a tour of 4 different cities. And she's promised Mary Jane and the rest of the band, I'm all in. No crime fighting, no web slinging. Just going to be, she's the drummer, right? Just going to be a part of the band, and we're going to make some music. It's all going to be about the music. But then an assassin targets Mary Jane, right? So, or the Mary Janes. I'm not sure. It says the headliner, Mary Jane's the lead. So we'll see. But now she's got to figure out, oh well, how do I do that and keep my promise? How do I deal with this threat? So it sounds fun. Like I said, I like the writer. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's been a little bit since we got a Spider-Gwen, and it's been even longer since we've seen the Mary Janes all on the same page. So I'm really curious about this one, and I think this one is promisingly good. So fingers crossed. But I definitely think it's promising. So there you go, Spider-Gwen Smash. Okay, so all the honorable mentions this week are holiday themed. So first up, we have DC's "'Twas the Mite Before Christmas" issue 1, fifth dimensional fun with Bat-Mite is back in this tale to have this little holiday special. You got Constantine, you got Luther. Now it says it's a Dickensian. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, it's like Charles Dickens. Dickensian. Yeah, there you go. Dickensian. I could not pronounce that for anything, but it's not just Christmas. It mentions Hanukkah in the description. It sounds like a lot of fun. If that's your thing, if you like holiday books, if you like lighthearted comics, if you like stories that are told presumably out of continuity, you might want to check this one out. Obviously Harley's up there as well. It looks like Ben Caldwell is the artist. No, cover artist. Sorry, I don't know who's writing. Like, it's probably a bunch of writers, so they listed on this website, which is leagueofcomicgeeks.com, by the way, if you want to check it out. But I don't know. Looks like fun. So there's an honorable mention for the holiday fans out there. Then we have Sonic the Hedgehog Winter Jam number 1. So if you're a Sonic fan, you like just holiday winter fun, check this out. Dr. Eggman's robots are making trouble. What else is new? So it just sounds like a classic Sonic tale, but in the winter and snowboarding and stuff like that. So if that's your jam, check it out. And last but not least, I almost kind of wish I'd put this in the rated, but I will just leave it as an honorable mention. Sabrina the Teenage Witch Holiday Special number 1. If you are a fan of this world, check out this holiday one-shot. It happens on the winter solstice, the longest night of the year. At her magic boarding school, Sabrina and her friends are trying to save one of their friends who has been enthralled by this beast that can't be killed in his own realm. It's hard to kill in this one. It is an anthology series or book, I should say. There are multiple stories. I don't know how many. I know there is another story where there's a young Zelda, and Hilda's in it as well with the Ghost of the Solstice. So it might just be 2 stories. I'm not exactly sure. But Kelly Thompson is writing this. Veronica and Andy Fish are on art duties. So it's going to be solid writing. It's going to be solid art. And if you're a fan of Sabrina, definitely check this one out. If I was rating this one, I would definitely give this one a potentially good. So there you go. We'll just throw in an extra rating for you for all those that stuck with the video till the end on this short week. But yeah, that's it. So that's going to wrap up another edition of Friday First. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I know it was a short one. Hopefully, we'll have more books to talk about next week. But going into the holidays, it might be slim. And if there aren't a whole lot one of these weeks coming up, I'll probably skip it for that week, just so I'm not just talking about nothing. But I'll keep you posted on that next week and let you know if that's the case. But I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, you can hit that subscribe notification bell so you can keep watching this show and other content up on the channel. And you can, of course, follow me at Only Good Comics across social media and come right back here on YouTube via onlygoodcomics.com for even more content. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Keep reading those comics.